The Ferris 4. More and more people are obviously watching what they eat, looking for healthier options. However, there can be some poor choices that we would otherwise think are actually good choices. To talk about here is Mr. Chef Marshall, who knows a lot about the healthier options. And we're talking more about things you can buy in a store. It's less about what you're actually making and more what's coming out of a box that may look healthy but not really that healthy.
Well, it's giving people confidence in the tools to make those choices, because a lot of people want to have a better quality life. And they're starting to figure out that food's going to affect them. But, you know, just to our conversation before, how much do we eat? So we really, let's use the nutrition label and the ingredients list, because at the end of the day, it's a sales pitch or it's opinion, what's on the front of the label, on the front of the package. And the facts are in the nutrition label and the ingredient list, as you can see on here. And we have 5 things that we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on serving size, which is up at the top, followed by calories. And then look for bad fats, trans fats right here. And then we're going to look at sugar. And then on a separate thing that could be connected to the label or separately on the package, the ingredient list and how many ingredients are there and what kind of ingredients. Now, we've got a lot of examples, don't have a lot of time, so let's kind of jump into this.
We're starting with our basic cereal.
Go ahead, pull yourself a bowl of cereal that you would normally eat.
That I would normally eat?
Yeah, you would normally eat.
Boy.
Yeah, go ahead, pour that up. That's probably typical, right?
About there.
Yeah. Now, you're typical, and like me, this is what we would eat. And, and then the challenge is here's what the actual size is.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the crazy thing about this, Cody, is this is a 3/4 of a cup for that cereal. And that has, this is where the kicker is. It has 13 grams of added sugar.
Oh my goodness.
We'll do a future segment on the challenges with sugar. But we know that you only want to have like 36 grams of added sugar a day for a man, all right?
So this is my full day's worth of sugar.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. And the other crazy thing, I mean, look at the ingredient list real quick. If you look halfway down, it should say something like partially hydrogenated soy. Okay, I got to teach you where the ingredient list is.
There's a lot of ingredients on here.
Yeah, a lot of ingredients on there. And the other thing to think about, it says 0 trans fats. But in truth, when you read the list, it says partially hydrogenated soybean oil. So that's a loophole. Food companies figured out a way, if they have less than half a gram of trans fat per serving, they can say 0 on the label.
So they round up.
But they still they round down. But they still have to list it on the ingredient list. So look at that. So now you know. And then there's that artificial sweeteners. You don't need to have artificial sweeteners.
There's a whole lot
color.
of junk in there.
There's a bunch of coloring. You don't need it to make your food look good. So. A silver lining would be bread. I mean, just take a look at what is the first thing you see pop out on that label, Cody?
I would say 0 gram trans fat.
Yep, that would be one. And how about that big obvious one right in front?
Well,
there?
yeah, whole wheat.
Sorry, not to sound like a dink, but yeah, whole wheat. And good point, good comment, good observation, because that's what you want to have in breads. And the reality is,
wait. I was confused because I was like, wait, is wheat? I guess it's a label.
Whole wheat is legit. Whole grain, whole wheat is legitimate. And this is probably 80% better than most of the breads and the big box stores today.
Okay, that's good.
Now, at the same time, there's about twice as too many ingredients in there. So make sure you're looking at the ingredient list. You don't need all the preservatives. Let's move on to this Alfredo chicken. Pour yourself a bowl. You're going to get home. You're going to have a meal. Like, what would you realistically have?
Well, let's
probably
realistically. I'd probably get most of it.
Okay, so you're going to have that. This is a serving size right here.
Oh my goodness.
That will be a 1.5 cups cold, cup cooked, and you obviously ate at least half the bag. And I would have done the same.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The problem with this is we're going to have over half of our sodium intake for the day. And this is the crazy part, as you saw me earlier. Look at just take a snap thought. How many ingredients are right there? Snap guess.
30.
There's over 50 ingredients on there. You don't need all of that stuff, okay?
All right.
So
we're moving on. We're running out of time.
Let's move on. Okay, I would eat this whole bag, full disclosure.
Easily.
I know he would too. Pour yourself a snack.
Yep.
Okay, well, you'd eat that much. I wouldn't. Yeah. No, I probably would. Here's an actual serving size. Now, the nutty thing about this whole bag, which Cody and I both admit we would eat, 800 calories, and for the average female, this is half of their calories they should be getting a day. And there's 2/3 cup of sugar in this whole bag, which you already and I both admit we probably would eat.
I would probably eat it, yeah.
Not realistic serving sizes. We've got to pay attention to serving sizes. That's one of the biggest things we can do. There's a lot of other stuff. Like fat-free, too much sugar. What's a realistic serving size for people? 1/4 cup?
Probably.
It's equivalent of a can of pop right there. All right?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Now, the serving size is 2 tablespoons, which is 17 grams of sugar.
My goodness.
So again, I really want you to be thinking about.
So we're talking like there's a lot of hidden sugar.
A lot of hidden sugar.
And there's a lot of hidden fat.
a lot of hidden fat and bad fats for
Bad
that
fat.
matter. And so as you are making more choices for yourself, one of the greatest gifts you can do is understand how to use the nutrition label, how to read the ingredient list, because you can be more confident as you start to wean yourself off of processed
And where
foods.
can people go to get this broken down for them?
Use our Smart Nutrition Workbook.
Okay.
Okay. It's a flexible, yet structured guide to help them make baby step changes to their life. We talk about how to use
baby steps.
We talk about how to use nutrition label, how to grocery shop, how to make those smart choices for
Yep.
yourself. Because at the end of the day, you wanna eat the right food so you can feel better, and you got to do it
Make better choices.
and make better choices.
Mr. Chef
Exactly.
Marshall, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And this is enlightening and sort of terrifying.
I just kind of blew your mind,
kinda
didn't I?